How's it going, folks? So it's been a while, but I have a deep dive for y'all here today. I'm checking out the band called Lunarway, and the name of the song is Streams of Time. Now, with this being a deep dive, get your scuba gear, get your snorkel, all that good stuff, your oxygen tank, make sure it's topped off. And of course, as always, the buddy system is important. Make sure you're tethered. We don't want anyone getting lost down there. So, yeah, that's how it is. And with a deep dive, we're not quite sure what we're going to find down there. It could be gold and treasure, but it also could be an old rusty boot. But the fun is the exploration and the discovery. So yeah, here we go. Make sure you're ready, and let's dive on in, shall we? Rangers, go. Wow, a lot of potential here with this band. One thing that stood out to me was the production. I mean, the production sounded really, really nice. The mix and master and all of that, they're just the overall sound. It was crisp, it was loud, it just had a nice polished sound to it. So that's always impressive. And again, just the overall sound. It sounded really nice. I like the rhythm of the song. I like the pep to it. And it just, again, it just had a very well rounded sound to the song. I like the vocals quite a bit. One thing I would have liked from the vocals is a little bit more diversity, a little bit more of a range. It kind of felt like the vocalist was toning it back just a smidge. I would have liked to have heard her kind of really let loose. I think that would have enhanced the song even further. But as it stands, I really like her voice. She commands the song in a good way and has the power behind her voice to stand in the forefront of the sound because there's a lot of power behind the sound with the symphonic elements, the guitar, all of that. But she sounds nice in the forefront. And again, that has a lot to do with the mix and master and the production. But yeah, I mean, her voice sounds really, really good. But again, it feels a smidge restrained. And so just having her let loose in certain spots, I think would have really taken the song to another level. But again, as it stands, I liked her voice quite a bit. The symphonic elements, the keyboards and symphonic elements were really good. They really hit the nice beats as far as enhancing certain sections and really kind of taking the song into a grandiose sort of feel. I thought that was really well done. Really, just it wasn't overly, kind of produced or overly symphonic to the point where it's like, all right, it's a little too much. To me, it really just enhanced the song, and I thought it was carefully done in a way that it just benefited the overall sound. So I really like the symphonic elements, the keyboard, what have you. I thought it brought a lot to the sound and gave it again that kind of grandiose, that larger than life feel. And then the guitar work, I really enjoyed. The solo was really nice. The general kind of riffs and rhythms of the guitar. Yeah, it's just a well constructed song, and it's one of those things where I thought it was really good. It sounded really good. It kind of checked a lot of the boxes as far as a symphonic kind of slightly power metal song goes. But part of me feels like it really could have gone to the next level. It's bursting with potential. It's bursting with energy. And again, as it stands, really impressive. I really, really enjoyed it. Really nice melodies. Everything was well done. But on the same token, it's on the verge. It really, really could have reached higher than it did. It's like I feel like if I was part of the band and I heard this, I would be like, man, this is really good. Like, this is really, really good. I'm super proud of this. It sounds great, but how can we take it to the next level? How can we really make this song greater than it is? And so I feel like if the band sat and listened to this, it's a incredibly solid foundation. I mean, they outdid themselves as far as setting the stage for something that could be greater. But it's like if I heard this, I would be super proud, super impressed with what's been created, but also feel just you can feel the potential there, and I would be like, how can we just punch through the stratosphere, or or punch through the realm of just exceptionally solid, and reach a higher height. And that's where I feel this song sits. It sits firmly above standard. Like, I mean, there's like standard fare, and then there's just really solid, and then there's just beyond. And I feel like they're above standard. They're really in that just really, really solid category. But to break through that takes a lot. However, I feel like with this band, with this song, it wouldn't take much, because they are firmly in the really solid category. And so I just want more from it. I really, really think that it wouldn't take much to breach that realm and reach higher into the stratosphere. Whether it be through the vocals letting loose, whether it be through just the overall sound. I just feel like, again, if I was part of the band, I would hear this and I would just want more, because it's already so high, and it just feels like there's untapped potential. So that's really where I sit with it. I'm super impressed. This is a band I'm definitely going to follow and keep tabs on, so I know when they release new things, because there's a lot of talent. The production is great. The melodies are great. The musicianship is great. They have a great sound. But it's like, because of that, I want more, which maybe is unfair. But when there's a sound this good, I mean, again, not always does it feel like there's untapped potential. Sometimes it feels like there's a band that kind of reached the limits to where they can go. But with this song here, it feels like they have not. They have not reached the limit. They can push it even further. And some may take that as a critique, but personally, I feel like that's a compliment. Now, however you take it, that's up to you. But to me, I feel like that's a compliment, that there's more, that the band is capable of even more than this. So, anywho, that's where I sit. Really, really impressive song. Like I said, I'm going to be keeping tabs on this band to see what they release in the future. I think there's a lot of potential here. I really think this is a band worth keeping an eye on. And yeah, so let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this one here? Have you heard of this band before? This is my first time listen. But yeah, if this is your first time listen also, are you interested in what they do in the future? But if you've heard of them before, what's their deal? How does this song stack up to what they've released in the past? How long have they been around? All that good stuff. Let's discuss Lunarway in the comments down below. And I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.